Izzy from Year 13. I'm here with Andrew, he's an accountant, and today we're going to be talking about turning your passions into a career. How are you, Andrew?
Bloody good, mate.
All right, I have a lot of questions to ask you, but first, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your background in accounting?
Okay, so a little bit of myself. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I've got 3 kids. A lot of cool stuff I liked in my life. My background in accounting started a number of years ago. Straight out of high school, I found myself working in a large accounting firm. Progressively over years, I've kind of moved from that to a smaller suburban. And then at the age of 26, I thought, stuff it. And I started my own business, my own accounting firm, which was a little bit premature in the world of accounting to do so, but I was really passionate about what I was trying to achieve. Fast forward 11 years, I now have a business of about 21 team members. We service about 400 different small business Aussie clients. And I think we do a pretty darn good job of it at the same time.
Can I just take it back a notch to the beginning? Was there a moment you realized, hey, I want to pursue a career in accounting?
Yeah, look, there's probably, I'd say 2 moments through my career that were like quite landmark. This is what I want to do. And so the first one was when I decided to actually step out and maybe I'll study accounting at university, right? So I was looking as I was studying through high school going, I really enjoy problem solving. I'm kind of good with numbers. I like business and I like impact and those kind of things. And I kind of looked at accounting as like an avenue where I could develop the skill sets and kind of work in an environment that it could allow me to do that. The second part, which probably kept me in the accounting space, was probably about 8 years or so in, when I was 26 and just before I decided to start my own business, when I was kind of getting fed up with how I felt accounting was quite transactional. But it wasn't until I realized that behind every business is a person, and that person has a family and hopes and dreams and communities and things they want to do with their life. And I went, hold on a second. As an accountant, I can actually work with these people to help create change and do good stuff. And so that kind of really reinvigorated me to continue along my path as an accountant as well.
So you're looking at a dummy. Can you just give me accountancy for dummies, basically?
Accountancy 101. Okay, so there's 2 elements of accounting that I kind of see. There's historical and then there's future. So if we talk about historical, that is understanding how a business has performed, communicating to the owner how they've performed, and letting them know maybe from a tax perspective what they have to do, and ensuring that they maintain compliance with the relevant government organisations so they don't go into jail. So that's what a lot of people know. Accountants, it's tax returns, right? But what a lot of people don't quite realise in accounting is the forward element of what accounting is, or what we might also refer to as advisory within the accounting space. That is understanding information, data and numbers, and communicating that to our clients, and they can make decisions about the future of their business. So what that means is that what decision do I need to make? Well, now I have this information, I know what I can do. So they might change the way they approach things. They might do a different marketing strategy because it's going to get them a better result. They might decide to sell a different product or sell it for more or less money because of the information that we're able to provide them. So really, accountants are creating that platform of decision making for how do I make sure I'm running a really great sustainable business.
What I'm gauging is accounting isn't just about numbers. Can you tell me more about the skills that you need and that you have?
Like, the most successful accountants are really good communicators. They're able to tell a story that doesn't alienate the person they're talking to from them. Because I've had so many conversations with people that say, my accountant makes me feel like I'm stupid and like I'm worthless, right?
Yeah.
So you look at an accountant and you go, great, yes, we do need to understand numbers and comprehend, which is good. In the environment right now, a good skill set with technology is really valuable. Accounting has gone cloud 10 odd years ago. There's been massive change, which makes it quite enjoyable and fun because you get to use really cool technology through the process of being an accountant. And then you need to have the conversation about it. So you look at those kind of 3 elements: a basis in numbers, a good technical skill set around technology, and then an ability to have a conversation. If you can have those 3 skill sets, you're really on the right track.
What would you say to someone who's interested in accounting but they're not sure it's the right fit for them?
Yeah, good question. So one thing I'm really passionate about is people making sure they make an informed decision before they go and spend years at university and thousands of dollars, right? So if you're sitting here and you're like, look, it kind of looks interesting, but I'm just not sure, have a conversation with people that are there. You know, whether that's reaching out to myself or whether that's finding someone in your local region, and you can have a conversation around what does the industry of accounting look like? What are the options? Because what I do in the accounting is one sliver of the whole gamut of everything you could do. So there's a whole bunch of different people you can have a conversation with. So I'd really encourage you, if you're out there and you're thinking about it, seek out 3, 4, 5 different accountants. buy them a coffee, and have a list of questions that you want to ask them that helps you to understand what a career in accounting actually looks like.
So we ask this question to everyone. If you could give one piece of advice to your high school self, what would it be?
Yeah, cool. So like I've had a bit of a career over the last kind of 18, 20 odd years, and I've probably learned a lot about myself and what I'm capable of, what I'm good at, what skill sets I have. But I think if I was to go back to like 17, 18-year-old Andrew as he's finishing high school and thinking about his career would be understand that your most powerful skill set, the thing that is most valuable, is your authenticity, is who you actually are. I think a lot of people move into a career regardless of what that is, and they think that they have to conform to the environment that they work within. And as a result, they lose themselves. So there's an Oscar Wilde quote that says, be yourself, everyone else is taken. And I think it's massive for people as you move into a career path, particularly in the accounting and business world, where we feel like we have to like reflect what everybody else is doing, to say, well, who am I? What do I stand for? And how do I go about doing that? And I think if you can get comfortable in that self-discovery, you will be so much more successful through your career, as well as if you then run a business, than you would be if you just try to mimic someone. Because if you're just mimicking what everyone else is doing, someone will eventually figure out that that's not actually who you are. And then all of a sudden things will start crumbling down. Be authentic and you'll be fine.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for coming all this way and chatting with little old me, teaching me everything. If this has sparked your interest, we have a ton of resources and fun content to learn more. We've partnered with Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand. It's all on our website, U13. And thank you for watching.